Good morning, everybody. VEDA 22. Wow, 22nd day of August 2012. Birds are happy this morning. Out there chibbering away. Air quality is yellow alert, which is pretty close to 100 on the scale. Yesterday was 151, something like that. It was in the unhealthy range with special needs, in other words, like asthma, things of that nature. Guys, I wanted to talk to you today about your Fourth Amendment rights. I apologize, I don't know about Canada, Mexico, or anywhere else in the world. But in the U.S. we have the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment right. Let's say, for example, you come across a, let's say a scene with a policeman there. You legally can videotape him doing his job. That is not illegal to do so. Some of them will come up and say, turn the camera off. They can't do that. Under the Fourth Amendment, you have the right to do that. At the same time, you have, if they ask you for ID, you don't have to give it. The only time you have to give ID is if you've committed a crime or offense. In other words, speeding, jaywalking, any kind of crime. They'll ask you for your ID, then you have to give it to them. You committed what they call an infraction. But just being a citizen, walking, minding your own business, committing no law breakage, tell them, I don't have to. It's my Fourth Amendment right and you can't make me. And that's the truth. They can't do that. Some police officers have the higher than now syndrome, or if you want to call it, the God syndrome. They think they can do whatever they want. They cannot. We have the freedom in this country to limit that under the Fourth Amendment. If you are not a criminal, never spent time in prison, you are a citizen of the United States, you have the right to wear a firearm on your side in a holster. That is what they call open carry. It is not concealed weapon if it's in a holster and it's in plain view. It's called open carry. 99%, I believe, of the United States, you can do that, and that's legal. An example, me being a citizen of the U.S., I can strap on a firearm, go right down here to Albertsons, walk in the store with that firearm, and it's loaded. They can't say nothing to me. Police can't stop me. As long as the business is not posted, no firearms allowed, you can't. If it says that, then you're not allowed to. But give an example. Our city hall here in Emmett, not posted, no firearms. I could walk into City Hall wearing a firearm, and there's nothing they can do about it. Police ain't gonna like it. Police station's in City Hall. Nothing they can do about it. It's legal. I could walk into the grocery store. You could drive a car. As long as that thing is in your holster and it is visible. You can't cover it up. You can't hide it. If you got pulled over by an infraction, in other words, let's say you run a stop sign and a policeman saw you and he pulls you over, leave your hands on the steering wheel. Roll down the window, put your hands right back on the steering wheel so he can see them, and say, "Officer, I am open carry. I do have a firearm in my holster and it's strapped to my side." Let him know, so you're no threat. He cannot take the gun away from you. He might request it. Say, "No, sir. That's not illegal for you to open carry." So check your laws in your local state to see whether you can carry, open carry. I think New York is one of the states you can't do that. Here in Idaho we can, as long as you don't have like a protection order. With a protection order, let's say from a spouse, in other words, you have a protection order against her, you're not allowed to own a weapon in your house. That's the law. So, yeah. Gang, I'm waiting on a phone call today from my doctor. Let's wish me luck on that. Okay, there's your Fourth Amendment rights. A police officer cannot also come on your property. This is my property. I rent it, but it's mine. It's private property. He cannot come into your house or come on your private property. Any agency such as DHS, policeman, any of that nature cannot come on your private property, even though you just rent it. That's your property. Exclusions are apartment buildings, apartment complexes. He cannot come into your house without permission or without a warrant. He has to have a warrant if he comes into your house to do a search. Same thing with your car, by the way. You can physically, under the Fourth Amendment, refuse a search. He has to get a court order to do that. Guys, don't be bullied. I was a policeman for many years, and I'm proud of it. I was proud to be a police officer. I was a deputy, Benton County, Arkansas. I was a volunteer. I didn't get paid for it. I enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of crap that I didn't want to see. When you're a policeman, you see that. They have a hard job to do. The older guys that's been on the police force a long time, they know what the law is. Some of these young guys, they have that God complex. They think they can cuss at you. They had an incident here in Boise, which I threw a fit over. Man was handcuffed on the ground. Yes, he was kicking, but he's laying on the ground. They took a taser shot it into his rear end and shocked him with it. That's uncalled for. Oh, look at the quail out in my back of my garden. Cool, a family of quail. Ain't that nice? They just had an instance here which I threw a fit over. A man wanted to commit suicide by a police officer, and they shot and killed him because he wouldn't lay his weapon down. He never pointed at the officers, but he had a gun in his hand. He was actually crying for help. But they shot him and killed him. That's not right. That's my opinion. A lot of people disagree with me on that. That's okay. You can disagree. But when I was a policeman, we didn't have that. The guy was crying out for help. If he wanted to commit suicide, he had a gun in his hand. He could have done it to himself. He didn't want to commit suicide. He just wanted help. Most people who wants to commit suicide, that's all they want is help. And if you can't realize that, you don't need to be a cop. You need to hang it up. Okay, gang. Wish me luck. I'm hearing back from the doctor today, tomorrow, maybe the next day. Who knows? Take care. VEDA-22. Let's see what tomorrow brings. There's your Fourth Amendment rights. Please exercise your Fourth Amendment rights. All your rights. Protect them. Because if you don't do it, we lose. You lose them. Don't give in to the New World Order. Don't give in to the bullies. They can arrest you. They better have probable cause. Here's another little known law. You get stopped by a traffic stop. Even though you commit an offense, they have 5 minutes to make their mind up whether they're going to write you a ticket or not. They can start writing you a ticket, that's okay. They can hold you longer. 5 minutes. Other than 5 minutes, it's an arrest. You can go to an attorney and sue them for it. See you guys later. God bless you. See ya.